I don't know if we're getting the whole story here.
What's missing?
Okay, so you guys, you went to Arizona, or he came here?
No, he came to LA.
He came to LA. How long was he in LA for?
He was only here for a couple of days. He was like on some break from school.
Okay, so you guys hook up,
Yeah.
and then
It was like about 3 days.
do you guys hang out after you hook up, or
Yeah.
okay, and everything's good, or
Yeah.
you only hook up once or a couple times?
It was only once.
On
One
the first
time.
day or on the last?
No.
In between.
On the second.
Very detailed.
Wait, so you hooked up once or multiple times?
No, it was only once.
One time. Okay. And so you guys both told each other you liked each other, right?
Right.
What did he tell you in terms of what he was looking for? He wanted to keep seeing you?
Well, no, like we definitely did keep talking, but I think we were both mutually like, it felt kind of uncomfortable. I don't know, like.
Wait, it felt uncomfortable, mutually uncomfortable. But didn't you say that you didn't express this whole waiting until marriage thing and that you're a Christian?
Right.
Is he a Christian?
Well, his family is. I'm not sure if he is specifically.
So I assume like you guys had sex. Why would he also be uncomfortable that you guys had sex? This seems to be...
He was uncomfortable because she was uncomfortable.
Well, sure, that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think...
Because we had like a discussion about it, and I told him like, you know what, I feel wrong about this. I do feel, uncomfortable about it. And we kind of agreed to stop talking after that. And,
So you stopped talking because you had the sex?
Yeah.
Then why did...
But then after some time, we did talk about it again, and we were on good terms.
Well, were you ever on bad terms?
I guess in that period where I told him like I don't want to talk anymore, and we stopped talking.
Was that before he left back to Arizona or after?
No, that was after.
So that brings me back. Was it in the beginning or was it in the end? How was your interaction after you did it while you were still together?
So the interaction after we had sex?
Yes. Were you still together for like 2 days in person?
Yeah, like we.
So it's
we
the
were,
beginning.
Okay.
And then, how did you interact? You didn't tell him about that. Then after you guys did it, you waited until he got home to tell him that he was uncomfortable. How did you guys interact in person? Was it something else? Was his personality and being together what made you also uncomfortable? Like, wow, I shouldn't have done that because this guy doesn't do the same things that I feel for him over the phone as in comparison to in person, or like, can we go deeper?
The epiphany was definitely like after, no, he flew back home and we would still talk. But then after like a while, I was like, okay, it wasn't the right thing to do. It sunk in, and I was like, it's not that I regret it. He's a great person, but it wasn't the right thing to do because I truly want to get married and have kids someday, and I just don't want that.
So when you woke up that morning, you were like, ugh, why did I do that?
No, it wasn't like I woke up that morning, like the following day. It wasn't like, I don't know what they call it, like.
Epiphany?
Post-nut clarity. Yeah, that. It definitely wasn't that. Like, we still got along. We still went out the following day, and but somewhere along, like after like a month, I was like, okay, I do want to get married someday. I do want to have kids, and I just don't want it to be
with
that.
him.
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
It's okay. We all make mistakes. That's why God gave you free will. And then sometimes maybe that's the reason why, so you can learn from those mistakes and realize what you do and what you don't want.
But it seems like what the girls on this side are trying to clarify was the deal breaker that you guys hooked up? Like, was a deal breaker that he agreed to partake in premarital sex, or was it something else?
I guess there were a lot of deal breakers. It was the premarital sex. It was long distance is difficult. And then also around that time, that was like a year ago, and I was still, we were both, he's still in school and I'm still, working and stuff. So it just didn't feel right to me.
And it sounded like what Brian was asking was you knew all those things beforehand, because nothing actually changed about those variables of him being far away or whatever the variables are that you just listed. So it sounded like what he was asking is, if you knew all that going in, why did you still like show up and hang out?
Well,
and put yourself and put yourself
and it-
in the position to have premarital sex.
Right. No, I just really like the guy, and sometimes when you have feelings, it just kind of stirs. It just kind of goes about a way. And again, that was before my
Right, before you
stronger
made the
beliefs.
decision.
Yeah.
But it sounds like now you would not follow how you feel because
Yeah.
you're determined to follow your beliefs.
Right.
And to exercise discipline. To
What? What?
This is a long conversation about the same thing.
What the fuck? Wait, is Andrew eating shit?
Oh my god. We're not getting,
You're bored?
We're not
You're
getting
bored?
anywhere but to the same point
You're
over
bored?
and over.
I think we all understand.
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Like
Next.
Agreed.
There's so many questions to ask.
No more
Damn,
premarital
she's
sex.
bored. She's not getting enough attention.
It's
You're
not about
getting
my
enough
attention. We could talk
She
about
You need to be pampered.
anything.
I will
You need a
say
little pampering.
I did put that in my bio. Is that a lot of the times one topic is like, we just asked her the same question.
All of us
about
asked the
10
same question.
times
Every single one of us asked her the same question.
Round and
with the same answer.
And then
each
we're like,
time.
maybe we
But,
can
bro,
simplify
it
it a
just
little bit
doesn't-
more.
I don't get it. That's
Nitpick
the-
it.
that's
And
why I
you don't
don't-
have to get it.
She's not asking you to not have premarital sex with her. She's not asking you to wait until marriage to have sex with her. So
I
it
know.
doesn't.
It's
it doesn't
just, I
matter
don't-
whether you get it or not.
Like
There's
I'm
a
over
lot
here
of
beating
cope.
my face
There's
with
a
a
lot
hammer.
of there's a lot of cope. There's a lot of cope going on. There's a lot of I don't believe this going on in my brain right now.
what
It's
parts
just-
don't you believe?
It's just you just said I really liked the guy, and then we fucked, and now I don't really like the
didn't
guy.
have
I still really
that
like him.
was
He's
all
an
her
amazing
face.
person. I think
He didn't put it down.
He's amazing. He's an amazing person,
just-
but I don't want to date him.
just
but I
because
fucked him.
somebody's amazing
I fucked
doesn't
him
mean
against
I'm
my
gonna marry
values.
them. Like, I think everybody
He's
here is
so
amazing. I don't want to
amazing.
marry
That is
everybody
not the
here
one I
at
wanna
the
marry.
table.
He's such a great guy. He's so amazing.
But I wouldn't do it again.
We fucked, even though it's against my
So
values.
you're telling me you've never been with somebody, you felt like, oh, I really want to be with this person, then you did it, and then you didn't want to do it no more. Something magically
what?
changed. No, it just wasn't it. Now let's move on.
You
'cause-
talking about the sex?
Because, yes, I'm talking about the sex.
Hold
if you
on.
see an
Men-
itty bitty
men and
piggy in the
women-
market,
Are you
give
saying
that
that's,
bitch a
are you
quarter
saying
in the
that's
car
what
and
the
tell them
case
park
is with
it.
her?
I'm out of
Are
here.
you saying that's what the case is with her?
I'm not saying that because that's not what she said. She didn't say that. But in my opinion, what I got from all these questions is that's what my opinion is something about that felt off.
About the sex?
if it doesn't feel good, if it doesn't feel good in your soul to have sex with somebody and you want to move on, then something about that is what's wrong. Because you liked him before and you don't like him after.
So you're saying for her is because the sex was trash?
I can't
is that-
speak for her, but in my
No,
experience, if
it
that's how I
wasn't
felt, then that's
that.
what
It
it
was
I
was.
don't,
his
I don't think it was
performance.
that. I don't think it was
So
that.
what do you think it was? You don't understand what it was,
don't
but as
know,
a woman,
bro.
that's what
I
I
don't know.
understood.
I don't know.
Wait. I was under the assumption that you had this strong of faith prior to him. Now, to clear it up, you had this strong faith after
Yes,
him.
exactly.
And
No, but that's
She
not
did.
my
but
fault.
she's
No
saying that's what
way.
happened.
She
And so
had it
we were
before.
all under the presumption. So
She had it
can,
before.
She can have her faith, and then she can have it
You're
can
saying
grow
as
in
he was
strength.
fucking her.
She grew
As
more
he was
faith,
fucking
but she didn't
her.
want to do it.
I don't
She was
like
like,
Is that how you do it, Brian?
Like, oh, I
Is
need
that
to
how
really
you do
focus
it?
on God right now. This is not it for me.
Doing like this.
Yeah, see?
I don't know, bro. Like she didn't want to wait till marriage, and literally as he's inside of her, that's
She
when
was like, oh, wait, marriage
No,
is
I
what'll make
clearly
this
stated
better.
that it was after a couple months after the sex, if that's what we're calling it.
no, but you stopped dating him immediately.
No, I didn't.
She said a month after.
Yeah, we.
Okay, so I tried
he
for a
flew
month.
in. We hung
You
out the
said-
first day.
No, but you said you
We-
felt bad about having the sex, like
I
nearly.
didn't say immediately.
She said not, she did, she literally answered my question when I asked her, was it
You're
the next
just not
day?
listening. You're not paying
Was it the next day?
attention.
She said,
You're
no, it
stirring
wasn't. The
this
next
up.
day was
we
after
all
he
just
left.
thought you had this standard like after your
Yeah.
first relationship, and
Yes.
we were just
Ooh.
saying
Rumor
practice
sake.
what you preach.
I have a question.
let's move
So
back to-
if he
let's
would
move
have stayed there in town after y'all would have done it, would you still have felt shame about it? If he was still around you?
And then she
She's like, I was never.
I mean, we're still continuing it. What can I do?
Bro.
Okay, let's
That was
move
a
on.
valid
Let's move on.
question.